So this will lead upwards, slowly but surely. God. Right, so there's at least one exploding ballista guy. Oi! Come over here. Ouch. Ouch. Now, this foot soldier type shouldn't be too bad. Now a third guy, that's fine. Hi, third guy. You coming around the corner? Good. Good old jumping R2. Never fails. And you can quit your bullshit. Were you the only exploding ballista guy in the vicinity, though, is the question. And if there's more, help? Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, what the hell? It's a troll with a flaming sword. And he's onto us. So now we move into panicked run mode. Do we drop down into the old tower there? Why not? How can it hurt? I mean, the answer is if Troll can follow us in here, then it hurts an awful lot. But that's another annoying ballista boy out of the way. So life could be worse. What treasures have you got for us, friend? Smithing 6. Ooh. And oh god, is that the troll? Is it actually going to come down here and try and mess with me? That's horrifying. Or is it just going to stay up there and look at us menacingly? Which is pretty annoying, but it's not really as horrifying. Now, yeah, if he does that though, then that'll kill us in a couple of hits, so... This is where our lack of arrows comes into play. I feel like we want to go right and jump down. Like over there somewhere. Because at the very least this puts us at distance from the old troll. You there. You're not a troll, so I should duff you up. Are you the lad that was firing at the impassable bridge? You probably are. There's some sort of gargoyle bat thing up there. 2 of them. Come on, friend. Come on down. Don't do that, though. We are desperately low on healing, so just let me sneak on up if you can. This is a long old run to a site of grace. Oh god, there's another one. Panic. Let's just panic and flail towards each other. Oh, jeez Christ. Okay. That's enough of your bullshit, all of you. Please let this message be like an I did it. Ah, God. That's the last thing we need. Is another dastard. Controller is currently dripping with sweat after all this nonsense trying to get in and around here. Crouching, eh? Is crouching the answer? I'm not even worried about that scarab. I just want grace. Seeking grace. Should have taken the ladder instead of the stairs, maybe. Who knows? Door does not open from this side. You mother trucker. But that also means it's okay to ignore the scarab, because I can easily get back this way later. Although it's right there. Yeah. We're not dealing with that bat that I can see lying around in the undergrowth. Not while we've got no flask. That lad doesn't seem to know you can hold B to climb faster. He'll get to the top eventually. And here we are, Redmane Castle. Boss, oh boss. I mean, that guy wasn't a boss. Whole lot of dudes around though. Whole lot of dudes, still no grace. This is unfortunate. That guy's got a flaming sword. He doesn't seem like he'd be our friend. We could drop down there somewhere. This place does look super cool. But yeah, I'm concerned by the lack of grace. Jump attack required ahead. Yeah, jump attacks are pretty damn cool, all told. What's that dog jumping around for? Oh, he's onto us. Mother trucker. Nope, you haven't seen shit, my friend. There's no one here. Now is the time. Got him. I was wondering if we were ever going to break his stance there, but we got it in the end. Redmane Knight Gauntlets, you say? That's an upgrade. Still medium load, despite our pitiful endurance. Do we have the Arsenal charm? No. So have we not spoken to Nepheli Loux since we beat Godric? Have we beaten Godric? That's the other question, I suppose. Yeah, looks like we have, so... yeah, we could have picked up the Arsenal charm at some point. Yeah, well. We ain't got time to mess around with you, dog. That was a wise use of our last few arrows, I feel. Now, what have you got? The answer is not a Site of Grace. What have you got? Once again, no grace. The other way looks to have commoners though. Commoners are fine. We should be able to knock off a couple of those bad boys. Although, what's over here? Not a lot. Commoner's gun. And the armourer's cookbook. Nice. Now, a couple more commoners, I think. So, we'll let them come. Patience is the order of the day when one is out of flasks and didn't bring any healing spells. Just a massacre at this point. Now this door might be the one that opens from the other side. Yes. Good. So that's part of the route sorted for us. You're a crossbow boy. What if we were to pop an arrow in you to get your attention? And then you'll come up here, and then we'll hide out here. And then we'll just cheese you through the wall, I guess. Yeah, or you'll cheese us through the wall, one or the other. Excellent, cheese through the wall. And now if there's not Site of Grace before the next enemy, we are just going to have to dip and spend these runes. 2 Lion Warriors. Well, there's a scarab. I mean, that's a start, right? 3 flasks. Well, then now we're out here with a couple of Lion Warriors. Hopefully they haven't noticed us. Seems like they haven't. So we could make it to that doorway. Another cookbook. Oh yeah, I suppose at any point we could have been crafting items which might help with our... Oh no, we haven't bought the item crafting kit on Yuki. What are you doing, you silly cat? Why haven't you got an item crafting kit? I'm talking to the real one now that's in my lap. He's got no idea what's going on. He doesn't know what an item crafting kit is. He's just enjoying the warmth of my lap. Sweet innocent boy that he is. Now, those 2 lads still haven't noticed me. Which is good. Have I got any idea where I might be going though to get a grace? No. There's a flight of stairs. That could be progress. Doesn't look like it. Although, can we jump up there? We can. Oh, that brings us back to here. I see. So you can't jump over it that way, but you can jump back over it. That's kind of cool. What else could we see from the top? Was there somewhere else we could drop down? Yeah, and climb up onto those sacks. And then onto the wall, perhaps. I just don't want to overdo it and flop off the wall. There we go. Caution. Caution is the answer. And then we jump up here, maybe. And then we jump too far. And we lose all those rings. That Right there. That is what I was concerned about. And it's happened. Yeah, I've abandoned all hope of doing anything terribly useful in this sesh with Noob. You might not see much of him for a video or two. Bound to happen eventually to someone. I guess I can put in all the footage of me being salty and losing to Renala again. And again. And again. Lovely. Dragon Barrow has been found. But now what? Now we need a level or two just so we can get a bit more vigour. So shall we head back here? I want to double check what is over here on land. Because somebody is going to need the fire prayer book at some point. And I think it might be over there. Now, is it worth doing this Evergaol? Or is this the difficult one? Weak foe, try close quarters. Weak foe ahead. I will trust you, Signs. Try close quarters, they say. Oh, it's you. Yeah, you're not terribly strong, are you? Oh, fuck off. Kinda couldn't see that attack coming, what with the whole it not being on camera thing. I guess those bloodstains were just people not seeing the fireball coming. Ah, bollocks, that was going so well. I should have backed off at one point and then just healed myself. But yeah, he's only using a pissy little flail. Right, so let's try that again, but this time, when the going gets tough, we'll back off and get off some healing. Like now. Oh, he's trying it too. Didn't realise he also had wild strikes. And he's also got Estus. Are you me? Okay, that time we saw that coming. Ouch. That time we saw that coming. Oh, fuck off. Was that a one-shot? Was that the fireball or was that him? Because I thought the fireball had already exploded by the time I got in there. Yeah, it's just mostly one-shotting us with whatever that bloody pyromancy is. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that bullshit. And that takes off like 3/4 of your health in one hit. And you can just spam it. And just bash him up good. There we go. Got you in the end, my friend. Not as weak as the messages would suggest. Flame of the Fell God. I bet that requires a bit of faith. 41 faith, yeah. Yeah, that's not for us. Well, that was a fun little diversion. Got a few thousand for that. Have we killed? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I don't have the Flame Drake Talisman? No. I was going to say, we could have used the Flame Drake Talisman. That would have helped. But no, Noob doesn't even have it. So that means we haven't killed that piss-easy guy back in Limgrave. But maybe we'll go back and do that. Because there's a few fights where the Flame Drake Talisman could come in handy. Oh, jeez. Yep. And now we're snagged on everything. And now everyone's on us at once. I mean, there's no harm, except for the fact that we haven't got the FP in summoning things. But yeah, because we haven't got the FP, that's not happening. Right, that lad's down. Good. Now you. You are much easier to kill. Good. And you are hopefully as easy to kill. I think I've just forgotten how to block, you know. Too many characters just not blocking. And I've completely forgotten how to do it. How to just press L1. But yeah, this is where the fire monks live. Good. And they've even got an emote. And the old Beastman of Farum Azula. Oops. Okay, he doesn't hit very hard. But even though we've got a +5 mace, we also still don't hit very hard. But we hit hard enough. Now, have we fought a Geel? Maybe not. Because that practically give us enough to level up, I feel. Yeah, we haven't even got the Agheel Lake south. So does that mean we haven't even been to Mistwood and seen Blythe? Yeah, we've got Bloodhound's Fang, so we've probably met Blythe at least. But we are lacking in sites of grace around Agheel Lake. Here he comes. Hi, friend. May me and my jellyfish have a fight with you? Thank you. And the Mosquito's involved as well, apparently. Lovely. Oh, don't give me that bullshit where you stand on cliffs. That's no fun for anyone. Unless Aurelia can reach you, in which case she could do some poison damage. Yeah, she can reach you, it seems, which is nice. So if you just want to get poisoned, that would be fun. Or are you coming back into the fray? Are you just murking everything in this swamp except for the things that are attacking you? Bloody idiot. Come over it. This is easily the most stupid Agheel fight I've had. So I guess that's an amusing way to finish a session at least. Come on, Aurelia, get that poison sorted on him. Oops. He actually got a hit on you. That's no fun. Jeez. That was extremely close. And now where? Now you're standing on what? A tree? Fucking idiot. Stupid bloody dragon. Oh, how did that hit us? That's nonsense. This fight is very silly. Oh, shit, shit, shit. And then he just one-shots us with his flame attack. Honestly, is Noob made of fucking wet paper or something? And that is with the Flame Drake Talisman equipped. This is lunacy. As opposed to if we were playing as our Black Lady Cat, in which case this is Luna. See? God, those flame attacks. They're just the worst. Now where's he gone? Oh, he's over there. I mean, we can do extra damage by bopping him in the head instead of the claws. But it's kind of hard to aim these things. Can't do extra damage by hitting him in the wings, can we? I think it's just the head's his weak spot. Yeah. Wings are probably an easier target than the claws, at least, though. And you're less likely to get stamped on. And we got a bleed off, that's nice. But he's also doing pretty well against Aurelia for a change. We'll just smack him in the wings again. And he'll try and stamp on what exactly? Yeah, not as overtly stupid as the last Agheel fight, but pretty damn stupid nonetheless. Pretty stupid. At least that's probably another level of vigour. More or less. Mostly. Alright, I was just going to go and find a site of grace somewhere, but I've just spotted a crab and a scarab, which is the word I was actually looking for first time. And there we go. Scarab down, and now run away. Before we get double crabbed. No one wants to be double crabbed. There's definitely a site of grace around here. We are south of Lake Agheel, and there is a site of grace called south of Lake Agheel, more or less. So where is the bloody thing? Can't even find sites of grace anymore. That is a sure sign that you need a break. There it is. Bleeding heck. Is all I've got to say about that. Now let's get some vigour. Lovely. Another point of vigour, and now I'm going to put this game down for at least an hour or so.